Hello, hello. Hi. Hey, everybody. And hello to all my amazing replay viewers. Thanks for joining. This is Christine McAlister of Life with Passion coming to you live today to talk about whether you're keeping yourself stuck. And fresh-faced and wet-haired because I was so excited about this topic, to talk about this topic with you today. Super, super, super important topic, and one that I have been seeing come up over and over and over with the women in my community, keeping themselves stuck. So we're going to dive into this, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself first. I'm Christine McAlister. I'm the founder of Life with Passion, working on the lighting here. I help entrepreneurial women who want to quit their jobs. And I help them to either start their dream business or grow that one that they've been dreaming of starting for a while, but just don't know where to go with it, don't know how to make it a reality, don't know how to get it to the place where they can quit their own job. And I've been an entrepreneur for 11 years now. And so what I do is I take everything that I've learned and I use it to help you create a custom plan to get out of that job and get the freedom and the money that you want. So my background is hey Jeremy, welcome. My background includes being a professor at the undergraduate and graduate level. Hi, welcome. I've been a career counselor, so I've helped people get into the jobs that were right for them. And I have also started 3 successful businesses and co-founded a 4th. And so what I do now is I take all of that knowledge, including being an online marketing expert and a trained career counselor, professor, all those things, helping small businesses over the last 11 years to help you get where you want to be. And I have a real passion for helping you do that, hence the name of my company, Life with Passion. So today I wanted to talk with you about how to know if you're keeping yourself stuck. And like I said, this is something that I have been seeing come up over and over and over for the women in my community and for my clients lately. And it's something that I really, really can identify with because I spent a lot of time keeping myself stuck. Although at the time I didn't know it. I thought it was just something I was doing wrong, something that I hadn't yet figured out. And now I know that it was just sort of the limitations of my own brain. Like I could only see these options, but I didn't see the one that was right in front of me. That was a much better option. So here is a little test that I find is the thing that I hear most if people are keeping themselves stuck. Are you telling yourself or hearing in your head, I can't do this because XYZ fill in the blank reason? But I can't do this other thing because XYZ fill in the blank reason. So I don't know what to do next. If that's the story that you're believing, then you're keeping yourself stuck. 1,000%. So let me give you a tangible example. I can't quit my job because I don't know how I'm going to make the money. But I can't grow my business because I don't have time because I'm in my full-time job. That's keeping yourself stuck. There's no possibility of a middle ground. There's no possibility for how can I make this work. There's no possibility of weighing the options. It's pretty black and white. And that type of thinking is typically not going to move us forward. It's the type of thinking that has gotten you exactly where you are today. And if you want to be somewhere different than where you are today, it's possible, but continuing to think like that is not going to get you there. Continuing to believe that story and believe those reasons is not going to get you there. So if you're telling yourself you can't do this because you don't have the time, or you can't do this because you don't have the money, you're keeping yourself stuck. This could apply in a lot of different arenas. That's just an example I hear a whole lot. So, are you one of those people? Can you identify with that? If so, the good news is it is possible that there's a third option. And as T. Harv Eker says, if there's something that you don't have, it just means that there's something you don't know yet. If there's something that you don't have, it just means there's something that you don't know yet. So if you don't have that freedom from the job that you want, that job that's sucking the life out of you and is really draining you and you just can't wait to quit, but it feels like the safe option, if you don't have freedom from that job yet, if you don't have the kind of money that you want to do the things that you want to do, if you don't have a clear direction, if you don't believe that your skills, your interests, your dreams are capable of making you the kind of money that you want in your own business, if you're too afraid of failing to take a step, if you're feeling stuck, if you're waking up confused and stressed and going to bed late and feeling like it's never enough and you can't get ahead, all of those things just mean that there's something you don't know yet. There's something you don't know yet. And as I say all the time, as Marie Forleo says, everything in business is figure-outable. Everything in business is figure-outable. I work every day with clients around the world to help them figure out the next step in the plan, and a simple, clear plan for making their business blow up so that they can quit their jobs, and once they quit their jobs, grow and grow and grow, and not only replace their income quickly, but to surpass it very, very quickly. My own story is that I was in a 9-to-5 that was absolutely draining the life and energy and excitement and creativity out of me. I dreaded it every single day. I had an 1.5-hour round trip commute in heavy traffic. Hi, welcome. I was not at all alive, and I was, to be honest, like praying for a car accident or a layoff so that I could collect unemployment just so that I wouldn't have to go to the office anymore. I was that desperate, but I didn't know how to get there. I was keeping myself stuck. I knew I wanted to run my own business, but I didn't know how. And so I said, well, I don't know how it's gonna work, but I don't wanna be in this job, but I can't quit because I don't know how it's gonna work. I was keeping myself stuck. So it took me years and years to get out of that job. Way longer than it should have, and way longer than it would have if I had known there was another option. But when I finally quit, I replaced my income in the very first month. The first month I replaced my income. And it was like, oh my gosh, I waited, I suffered, I stressed, I wasted that much time for that long in a job that I didn't have to be in. And so I take a stand for women who are high achieving and who are motivated and who are dreamers and who are committed to helping others and changing the world, but don't know how to get there. They're very, very, very capable. They're totally qualified, much more than usually they believe themselves. Because usually if we're the most qualified, then we also suffer the most with imposter syndrome. If you've heard of that before, feeling like maybe you're not good enough. They don't know how to translate their ability into an online business. Maybe they haven't been risk takers because, like me, for most of my life, I played really, really within the lines. Like, I colored in the lines. I played within the box. You know, I stayed in the sandbox I was supposed to stay in. Hey, welcome, ladies. Hey, Nicole, great to see you live. You know, I was always a rule follower. My husband laughs at me because I was such a good kid. Like, I didn't do anything, you know? I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I didn't do anything bad. But, you know, as much as I had achieved, I still struggled so much with self-belief and self-doubt. You know, I was really motivated. I was really high achieving. But I didn't know how to translate that into a business that would give me the kind of freedom I wanted. You know, all of that changed for me. I started Life with Passion last year after I went through a personal tragedy. If you've been following me, then you know this. My daughter Maeve passed away just before she was due to be born. Totally unexpected, perfect pregnancy. No medical explanation could be found. And so, I went from final preparations to bring a baby home from the hospital to planning a funeral in the space of about 12 hours. My whole entire life and my world was turned upside down. And so in the months that followed, I got really, really clear on the impact that I wanted to make on the world and the difference that I wanted to make in the world, and that I didn't want other women to have to go through a tragedy to take a stand for their own dreams. I wanted to help them and to be the support that I wish I had had when I was getting started 11 years ago, to show people, to show women specifically, that it's possible to do this with a clear plan that's simple and not overwhelming and that makes sense for you. And usually it's a little bit different, for each person, but I now have the privilege of supporting women in getting out of their jobs and starting these dream businesses all around the world. And it is absolutely what I was meant to do. It is absolutely my calling. So what's your calling? And what are you keeping stuck from doing? What are you keeping yourself stuck from doing? What are you afraid of? And what is that holding you back from? What big changes do you want to make in your life that you're keeping yourself stuck from making? What life do you want to live that you're not living right now because you're feeling stuck? What passions are you not engaging in because you're feeling stuck? Like I said, I've been all of those places. I felt all of those things. And now my mission is to help you get out of that rut. So if you can identify that you are keeping yourself stuck, and like I said earlier, the way to know that most clearly is if you're saying, well, I don't know what to do. I can't do this because of this, but then I can't do this because of this. And the example that I gave was in my own life, I can't quit my job because I don't have the money, but I can't make the money on the side to quit my job because I don't have the time. There is another way. Everybody's situation is a little bit different, but having the ability to know a third way and to take control and take responsibility for making that third way happen, that third option, is what changes everything. And so that is what I wanted to talk to you about today, remembering that everything is figure-outable, that no one step that you take in business is going to ruin everything for you, all of your chances, because we develop along the way. And that if there's something you don't have, all it means is that there's something you don't know yet. If you want to know it, if you are committed to finding that out, I am offering free 30-minute coaching sessions with me. Free 30-minute coaching sessions where we get on the phone for 30 minutes and we devote that time to exactly what is going on with you. We assess where you're keeping yourself stuck, and we help you find that third option, that next best step for you. I'll tell you what women say to me most often when they get on the phone for these amazing calls. I never thought about it that way. That makes so much sense, but it just never occurred to me. That's what I hear the most often, because guess what? That's my gift. It's helping you see where you're stuck and helping you get out of that. And I love being of service. I love doing these for you. And so if you're thinking about it, if you are committed to figuring out where you're being stuck, where you're keeping yourself stuck right now, don't wait. I've opened up a bunch of spots next week because I'm going to be at the beach. And I would love nothing more than to come in from hanging out poolside and to talk to women around the world. I did this a couple of weeks ago and it was amazing. I was at a different beach and I got to take a break, from the sun and all of that, and come in and really, really help women to move forward in their lives. And so that is my vision for next week, is to support as many women as I can in helping them get unstuck. And so if you've been thinking about this, or you're wondering about it, you're hearing about it for the first time, and you're like, I don't know that these calls are truly amazing. I mean, after 30 minutes, people say things to me like, oh my gosh, you changed my life. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I waited so long to do this. I was so nervous, but I don't know what I was nervous about. And again, I've never thought about it that way. That makes so much sense. I feel like a weight has been lifted. I want that for you too. This is why I do what I do. If you're ready, it's totally free. It's totally free if you are ready to have some clear direction. We talk about you for the entire 30 minutes. And I know sometimes that feels weird to people, but it's truly like some of the best self-care that you can do to have somebody who's non-judgmental and who is really, really good at helping you figure out where you're keeping yourself stuck to come in and help you out with this. So how do you sign up for your? Go to my website, lifewithpassion.com/survey. There's a quick little survey for you to figure out, or for you to fill out here. The reason I have you fill out this survey is so that I have more information on what is going on with you. When we get on the phone, we can make the most of those 30 minutes because they go by really fast when you're having these huge realizations. So lifewithpassion.com/ fill that out quickly, and then we will get right back to you with my calendar, same day. And then you can grab a spot that works for you, no matter what time zone you're in. I work with women all over the world. And so I would love for you to take a stand for yourself today. Like I said, don't wait for some tragedy. Don't wait for some insane wake-up call to take a stand for your dreams. If they're important to you, this could be the exact next step that you've been looking for to break you out of that rut of feeling stuck. And maybe you have been through something awful. Maybe you have survived something that people just say, oh, I can't imagine, like me. If so, your dreams don't need to wait. You know how short life is. And you know that every day that you live out your purpose is so much more fulfilling than waiting for something to come and save you. So I invite you today to connect with me, to connect with the possibilities that are available for you. If you're not already in my amazing Facebook group, you're also welcome to Society. You can search it and it will come up. Facebook.com/group/Life with Passion Society. There are nearly 600 women in there now. And it's never been a part of. You know, for a long time, I wasn't really into like women's groups and stuff like that because I found women could be competitive or gossipy or whatever. There's none of that in this group. It is all support, all encouragement for how to get you out of your 9-to-5 and living the life of your dreams. And I'm in there every day supporting you for free. So what are you waiting for? If you're watching this, I don't believe in coincidences. This is a sign that you need to take a stand for yourself, your dreams, and to say that they're important. Our calendars and our bank accounts reflect our true priorities. So if you're not putting time for your dreams on your calendar, you're saying they're not that important. And I don't believe that. You have your dreams for a reason. You are you for a reason. So I invite you to take that next step. Connect with me personally, lifewithpassion.com/survey. While these are available, while I still have space on my calendar, jump in to the Facebook group, Life with Passion Society, and no more keeping yourself stuck. Take a stand for that today. Believe there's a third way and take a stand for finding it out, because the truth is, if you knew what it was, you would have done it, you would have figured it out already. At this point, you need something else to help you figure it out. Something else, someone else, some other tool. So be open to that. And maybe this call is just your next right step. I look forward to connecting with you. Thanks for joining me today. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll be back with you soon. Bye.